Hey, this is DJ. Welcome to episode 19 of PickWrung. Let's go ahead and get started. We had just cleared this area out. We had some hot stone here, which means we got some magma underneath. If we look underneath, this is the lava tube that we're trying to get into. So I think I'd like to clear out here and here. So let's go ahead and do that. We might wanna put a, is that the edge of the map? Not quite. Do something like that. Let's extend this out. Maybe something like that. Might as well grab that little bit there too. This is all microline, so it is like our bread and butter. And we can go ahead and we can cut these out too. They're just hot rock, showing the hot rocks below us. We're gonna try and not get too distracted on this playthrough because I kind of want to focus down here. I do need to make sure. Okay, we do have collect sand, and okay, we're still finishing off the armor, making some clothes. I want to see how we're doing for. Okay, so I think we need to. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a make glass. Glass. We want to make raw. Nope, make raw glass blocks. Watch out for that one, because if you make raw glass, you won't be able to use it for the flooring. And you want to use the flooring. So let's get green glass blocks at 50. And bearing items at 10. Try and call it 10. Now we know we don't need to pop over here, so maybe right here we go ahead and create a new stockpile. This is our working area, and we want blocks, other materials, green glass. Now let's go upstairs. And let's change this one. Let's go into blocks, turn off green glass. So any green glass we have here will be brought down to that stockpile, and they should start grabbing these bags of sand and making some glass out of them. I am running out of cloth. I'll have to do something about that on the next one. I have an injured citizen. Lorbam. Right foot torn open. Oh, get better soon, Lorbam. Just sitting here eating some lungs. I think I need to extend the size of the bar and the dining hall at some time, but let's try and not get distracted. Looks like we have a good amount of webs there. Let's go ahead and open this one, lock this door, close this. We'll go gather some of those webs to make some stuff, since we do have a shortage of cloth. Anybody want to clean up Axmu's body? Axu's body? Yeah, we need to go down and let's set this one to F6. Bringing very many wagons. I haven't seen a wagon wheelbarrow come down yet to pick up some of these boulders. They're just manhandling the boulders, and that's a slow trek up. Are our wheelbarrows busy? Edmy's eating crendels. Warm stone. If you turn on the little mining thing, you can see which ones are warm. I currently have that turned on so that they won't go accidentally digging into warm stone. It comes in more important when I'm on a level with magma. Maybe they can solve our... Yeah. We have a caravan. They could solve our cloth problem. So let's jump upstairs. All these wheelbarrows are sitting here, and yet everybody was on foot picking up stone. Let's see if y'all maybe update equipment. And we can unlock these doors. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wagons. Go ahead and move some of our gemstones up since we don't have... Looks like we're starting to run short on gems, but hopefully we can solve that by digging down. Head meat eating crendels. Pretty much I'm gonna probably buy all the cloth. Depends on how much they brought in those 5 wagons. Nom 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 nom. Weight in 1 item. Now either that's a chest of gems or someone made a craft that is supposed to be up here. We'll need some pants and helms, so they're still working on that. Steel bars, and you make some more steel. Are you waiting for? Let's see. Okay, it looks like the gem bin's here, so it must just be single items are being crafted and brought up. So let's bring our broker up. Looks like he's drinking at the bar right now. Some good webs pretty quickly there. Let's go ahead and unlock that door. Always buy the bars because you never know, you may need some lay pewter or something like that that you aren't prepared to just go and figure out how to make. Excuse me. I want to just buy cloth here. Use all my money for cloth. But it's always good to take a looky-loo and see what they have. And they do have some chickens. And I never turned down some booze. These are dwarves after all. Beer, rum, beer, wine, beer, wine, beer, rum. Your dwarves will get frustrated if they drink the same alcohol too much. They'll get bored and start getting into bad moods. How are we doing on moods? I wonder if that's Odie. Or if Odie is finally in any way, shape, or form happy. We'll go check on Odie as soon as I'm done here. We're making clothes, and we're going to buy a bunch of cloth, so we don't need to buy more socks or pants or shirts or anything right now. Because you can balance either way. You could completely go with store-bought goods or trade-bought goods. We do have some more sandbags, so we could help our sand collection a little bit out by buying the sandbags, and they're not overly expensive anyway. Now we do have 1,766 seeds, but that can be a little misleading in that those seeds might not be things that you're like we were just looking, and there was some pigtails planted. The whole farm was filled with pigtails, and we could use that, and we could make our own cloth. So you could buy cloth from the merchant. You could set up your own cloth factory. You set up a silk farm like I have going, but the silk farm's the slowest. You don't get a whole lot of silk from silk farming. You could open up the caverns and just have your people risk life and limb to go out and get silk from out there. That'll help our sandbag production. I don't need leather. We saw how many leathers I had down in my stockpile. You can tell where the scroller bar is. Tells me they have brought a lot of cloth, so they probably brought more cloth than I can afford. So maybe we stop at 7,000-ish. How about 8,000? Let's go with 8,000. Because I also want to see if they have any scrolls or books. And I want to make sure we get enough cloth. Okay, so 8,009. Talk about pretty close to the button. Yeah, they had a lot more. I have plenty of meat. I'm still at low fish, but that's all right. Should I buy some plump helmets? All right, just buy the plump helmets. when you're playing Dwarf Fortress without DFAC, you have to manage a lot more things. You have to manage your seeds a lot more. You have to manage everything, just a lot more. But it's all about playing a game is about fun. So what's fun? What's fun to you? I should buy this paper up too and make sure that we have enough. Let's go ahead and do that. 11,000. Let's see if we have enough for all of that. We're going to eat through some of our big gems because we haven't been collecting a whole lot of gems lately. We haven't been mining. Those are all rough. So we want to keep those for cutting. Yeah, it's going to eat through all of our expensive gems. Yep, not quite enough to get a green. So we're going to have to come back over here. Maybe these expensive sheets. We'll take those out. And the expensive sandbags. Yeah, we'll do that. No, so now it's green. Trade. Yes, proceed. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for your business. Okay. We need to solve that gemstone problem. We've solved the cloth problem. Hopefully this digging down will solve the gemstone problem. Nom Grundles. Okay. Let's go back down to the hole. How are we doing here? We have 7 glass blocks down here. We can chop these out. And on exports, name in a shield. Somebody left their wheelbarrow down here. These guys that come and just grab a giant boulder and start carrying it. Got another baby. Mythos. Mesthos. There's the baby. Obak. Obak is 0 years old and saying Gamma. Values cunning, musical, gracious, dutiful, not altruistic, high social awareness. He unerringly returns favors. At 0 years old, he unerringly returns favors and has a profound sense of gratitude for the kind actions of others. He has a strong sense of duty. He dislikes helping others. Returns the favors but dislikes it. He's stubborn. He's generally quite confident in his abilities when undertaking specific ventures. He's quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. He tends to be a little wasteful when working on projects. He doesn't often feel envious of others. He isn't given to flights of fancy. He doesn't tend to hold on to grievances. He tends to make a small mess with his own possessions. He can handle stress. He's somewhat fearful in the face of imminent danger. When he becomes exasperated, he clicks his tongue. At 0 years old, he needs alcohol to get through the working day. Starting early. Looks like she's going to craft Holland diorite. Okay, so we are making more blocks. We're making scrolls. We'll check on that too, because we want to make sure that there's some blank scrolls. There's just one blank scroll in the box. Maybe we should up those numbers. Check them too. Rock scroll rollers available is less than 10, so we have the rock scroll rollers. Sheet is greater than 2, scroll rollers greater than 7. Sheet is greater than 7. Since we got a lot of sheet. They're just eating the mushrooms. Someone should come and clear up these mushrooms and put them in a... Just bringing them one by one. Looks like our raw food area is getting a little busy. You want to reside now, so go ahead and do that. Let's go look at happiness. Zolba and Odie. All in a book. Wants to play the Uja Fate Deaths. Can I do anything about that? Dear. Oofsmat. Uja Faith Deaths. One worshipper. You know, we could maybe help Odie out here. Let's give Odie a little temple of their very own. So let's do this. Giant, massive temple for one person. We kind of need that glass made before we can really get started down there, so I'm gonna take care of getting Odie maybe a little happier. See if we can make that happen. See if we have, let's make a rock. Sometimes there's so many names of stuff that you're just like, oh, altar. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. An altar. Let's make a jet. Gets us a little more of our precious microlite. You know, we should probably grab this bituminous coal as well. We're gonna destroy some of these bedrooms doing this, but we'll fill it back in later. That's fine. That's gonna knock that door out because I'm gonna take both of those. We should pile up the kaolinite somewhere just to clean up the floors. It's called an altar in the build. Oh, something's happening. What's going on? Okay. Toulon, the metalsmith, was upset and joined the merchants. So let's go look at Toulon. Toulon should be over here in the other tab now because he has actually joined, or she has actually joined the merchants. 98 years old, 2 lovers, 6 children. One of our legendary furnace operators, a grand master weaponsmith. Eldest son is in the spear dwarf. Third eldest daughters are a cook. Youngest daughter, so there was some family here. But it's uneasy after being able to pray. Lonely after being away from family, so she wanted to be around some other family. Bored after being unable to wander. We could have taken care of that, but all right. We didn't set any furnace operators, I'm pretty sure. Nope. So somebody else will step in. Got some cloth now. That's good. Okay, the mushrooms are being dwarf handled. Yeah, see that these bedrooms got a little bit messed up. It's all right. We want blocks, and we want microline. Anybody that lost a door, we'll have to wait for this wall to get back in, and we'll give you your door back. Tetrahedrite. Go ahead and smooth this out. Zone it. Who has a position for what? So reside, soldiering, approve. Reside, approve. Zone. Meeting area. Accept. Ooh. Temple. Puja. I'm gonna take this out. Smooth that floor. Go ahead and engrave artwork into this floor. Smooth that one. Put that back. see if we can actually get Odie to be happy. Maybe? Merchants will be leaving soon. That room's looking nice. We have demanding construction. Getting some more blocks made. Puppy grew up. Merchants left. What would you like? Oh, King, you want some high boots? 2 high boots. Steel. High boots. 2. Okay. Let's go see if we can. Yeah, they're going to go check on their equipment. That's good. Let's go ahead and etch this one too. I was just hoping. Okay, we can go ahead and put in some doors over here. Close these bedrooms. I was just hoping to see Odie come by. He would like some more leggings. 3 leather leggings. Makes me think I need to set up some archers. I'd like to etch this before we get that door in there, so that's why it's paused. The mayor has a new demand. What do you want? A bronze armor stand. Okay. Bronze armor stand. Okay. So bronze bars. So you just need a bronze bar. Okay. Bronze bar. Use bars. Use ore. See what the requirements are for using bars. Let's make like 5 of them. I don't know how many we need for this thing. We need tin bars and copper bars. Okay, so let's make some tin bars. Can't make tin. Okay. And depending on going all the way back to your embark, it might have 10 listed. Remember, let me look on the wiki real quick for 10 bars. Tin. Tin is an uncommon low-value metal whose only ore is casterite. It's not very useful itself. It's a component creation of valuable alloys such as fine pewter and bronze. Okay, I don't think I have casterite here. I might not be able to achieve that. Look and see if I have any stone boulders. I think well, I do have casterite. Okay. Let's melt casterite. See what that gets us. Not a regular thing for me to make tin, so usually it's only one of these one-off demands that occurs every 12th, 13th fort, so. Let's go back down. Okay, this is looking a lot better. So I have some good amount of glass down here. Yeah. So basically I want to I'm gonna put floors here. So build, construction, floor. Now I want manual, because I want to build this out of glass. I want to see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Like, the edges don't matter. I can tell what's going on there. So I kind of want to see maybe something like that. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do something like that. And then glass. And you'll see how this glass works here in a second. Okay, so I have a 7 there, and it's that color. So that tells me that there's water. Yep, you named your shield. Yay for you. Tells me that there's water underneath that square there. So we really want to, and there's water there. So there's like down here, one below, there's some water in this area here. Looks like we got a little channel of water. Yeah, those are connected. Water, water, water. Good amount of water down here. What we could do, we could dig out that one just to open it up so that we can see, because that'll give us some more visibility. So I'm gonna pull up this glass. I have an idea where the water is. And then I'm gonna dig a trench on that one by itself. That should let us see the full extent of that water. It'll take a minute for our miners to get down here. Baby llama grew up. Okay, so that allowed us to see all this other, how much water there is here. Is it linked into you Okay, so this out here is, there's this big old lake here. So here's the edge of the lake. Okay, it looks like this is all standalone water. There might be something right here. Let's construction floor. Take a look at those two. So those are kind of interesting. So this block here. There's a little bit of magma right there. Interesting. I'm gonna drop another floor tile right here. No, well, that's all right. This has to be filled in, otherwise that magma would be, see how this is 7, but you can see the magma underneath there, so we know there's magma here. That one has to be obsidian, most likely. These ones are interesting as well. It's right underneath my ladder. So what if we build construction floor here? We can pull that one up. What would be good to do, we have to deal with this water somehow. Probably pump it out. Maybe if we pump out right here into the lake, we could empty out all of that water there. There's trees here a little bit in the way. Let's go ahead and build. And Kia came in. Did not survive. Getting our sword master some practice though. So we will build walls, and we're gonna manual this one. So maybe right here. Microline. We don't have to. Could pop a hole right there and just dump it down there, and that way. We have a swimming monster. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to put a grate before we do that, and then that grate we'll have to hook a lever to it so we can open the grate. So we'll need a door here, a grate here, a lever here, a pump right here, and we'll pump from this one here. Okay. Put a door. Oh, we need to build that wall. We need a rock grate. We'll just make 3 of them. We need to not do anything mad yet. We need a enormous Wooden corkscrew. We only need one of those. And we need a pipe section. Wooden pipe section. Only need one of those. Go ahead and we want the screw pump in this direction. I'll go ahead and wait until we get these walls in, we get the door in. Another Kia. The lower body has been slashed. Severed part sails off, so the lower body has sailed off. Kias aren't doing too good against the armed military. We can. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna try and vacuum suck all that water out of there. And Kia gives in to pain. Down to 5. Okay, so now we want a wall grit. Let's take a look and see in our bars. We got our 5 bronze bars now. We got 21 tin bars out of that. Still making some bronze bars, that's fine, good to have on hand. Got a bronze armor stand for the mayor. Where does he want it? In his dining room. Okay. So this should be the mayor's dining room. Military armor stand. Pick manually. Let's put it right there. Let's grab this bronze armor stand. Did we actually just meet a noble's request? A lot of times they're asking for something that you're like, I can never achieve that. That's impossible. We're down to 4 Kias. Looks like enemy is eating reachers. We end up having a musical interlude here in a second if we don't watch out. Sitting too close to the bar, they're going to start singing. Oh, are you woozy? Yeah, you're just falling over. Overexertion. Where's my armor stand? Come on, dwarves. Hop to it. There we go. Hey! Bronze armor stand in dining room. It's green. That's lovely. Okay. Looks like our grate is on the way. We can go ahead and put a door in because we're going to pop this open, and the lever's only temporary. We just don't want anybody coming in. Use me. I'm watching this British show called Still Open All Hours. I collect a bunch of shows from England, watch these old shows from 60s, 70s, and 80s. And one of the characters is named Gastric, and he's always doing these little burps, and I'm on this weight loss medicine right now, and so I'm experiencing the same thing that Gastric is experiencing, so that's why I say excuse me a lot. Yeah, combat's going on. Two more Kias. Miner. Still outside? Okay, you came in. Okay, we can close this. Close this. You came in the wrong door. Because the trade caravan left. And we didn't close up. And Kia bends the miner's left upper leg. Ooh, yeah, we got a hurt miner now. Good. They're just trying to come in. Goblin Scholar. Come into our library. This guy even has steel in his name. How you doing, Thikut? Seriously injured. Ability to stand lost. Somewhat impaired. Needs setting. Wow. Need sutures. Doctor doesn't need treatment. Well, hopefully that doesn't slow you down. We'll keep an eye on you and see if you need a crutch. Uh-oh, my allergies are hitting. Gonna sneeze. Right upper leg is cut open, right lower leg is cut open. Need some more sutures here. I think we can open this door, collect all those webs. Pull this lever. Changing of the season, so we'll see some guards change too. Winter is upon you. Let's look at... Odie is at the mid-happiness. Odie still wants to pray to Uja. You know, Odie, you can come down here and pray to Uja whenever you would like. One worshiper. We could see. Can I set Odie to perform here? Just so that Odie is spending more time dancing in this room. We could also get Odie kind of unassigned from doing anything else. I can't assign Odie because I accidentally rejected Odie's request to be actual resident. So what I will do is I could I'm gonna say nobody does hunting. Can't assign Odie here either. Because they're not a total resident. That's sad. Okay. If you ever want to just have somebody only do nothing and just hang around at the bar and stuff like that, come and assign them to something you're not using. So like hunting, I'm not using right now. Or you can go and add a new one that is not used. Say nobody does this, but assign that person and then hit this button here and that will dedicate them to only doing that. But since they don't do it, they shouldn't do anything in my experience. Yeah, maybe someday Odie will find this temple that we set up down here. Okay, so I pulled the lever. That's going to open this grate. We will mine out this wall here. That will open up this area. We'll lock this door, pull this lever, close the grate, put in the pump, manually pump all the water out. Hey, okay. So, not an auto, we want an all. Masterpiece food. Helps when I unpause it so that they actually come. Do the thing I want them to do. Or in true fashion, dwarf fashion, do something completely different. Okay, so now we want to, for now, lock this door. We don't want any forgotten beasts coming in. Pull this lever again. Now it'll be interesting when the new siege stuff comes out to see how that changes, because all of my defenses currently I have set up don't take into account if the attackers can destroy grates or if the attackers can dig or block stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this door. Might as well. I'm gonna remove this lever. I don't need it. Anymore. And then we will put a screw pump. We're going to want it to flow this direction. We're going to put it right here. Just come and drop your cap in a spot. Masterpiece, Forgotten Beast silk cloth, created. May I come and collect this door? Anybody? Anybody? Or this cap? Okay, there's the door. Worn. Yeah, it's getting worn. Showing somewhere. Exceptional llama wool cap. You want some more stuff? You want one more high boot? Okay. You're on the way to get the cap. Got the pipe section in. I saw the number of this mid go down to 5 instead of 6, and I was just checking to see if it was OD. It was not. The trek. It's a long trek. Come down here and grab your cap. And finish making this. Did you put a glass block? Yeah, you 100% did, didn't you? Okay, well, the cap doesn't really stop us. Doesn't really create any problems for us. Maybe they'll come and collect it. So this is going to suck water up from this hole here. Should empty out all of this water. So let's give it a whirl. We're going to pump it manually. This isn't a long-term pump anyway, so we'll get that glass block out eventually. Somebody should come. All the water should pour out into this lake out here. Might overflow into the grass, maybe. Who knows? Who cares? Someone running down to pump. Yep. Okay. So here's all the water coming out. Slowly emptying out of here. We should be able to get this down into the 1s or 2s. And then let the rest evaporate. That'll let us come down here and get some of these nice gems. Might be interesting to see what's in here. So let's need another pump person to come down. They'll get tired, and someone else. If you ever want to make a dwarf strong, go assign them to pumping and have them start pumping, and it will help their strength. So we want a build, construction, floor. Well, we want manually, and we want these 4, 5, these 5 here. So we want something like that. Blocks. And there. We just want to see what's there. This is all the extra water just kind of moving around out there. Someone else came down, started pumping again. We're getting some ones by where we're pumping out. Just this other water has to flow through these gaps here. So it's a little backed up. Kind of surprised that that spot there looks like that. Figured it would have been like lava or something like that, because if I look down here, there's this area here, but it might be underneath one of these stairs. That would be unfortunate. So I think we can stop pumping for now. Let that water settle a little bit. All 1s or 2s right now, and it'll evaporate away. We could actually come down maybe right here. Go ahead and get ourselves down here. There is some, judging by these, I would guess that this one is full of magma. We could definitely get these gemstones, that gemstone. Definitely trim out some of this. Get some obsidian too. We won't use the obsidian, but I tend to not. The water came up and it's getting the walls wet, splashing around. It'll calm down eventually. We can do the same thing if we make our pump out of magma-safe materials. We can do the same thing with lava, and we can pump lava out away from wherever we are finding the magma. We may or may not need to do that, because now that we're down here, we can open up enough space that the magma may be able to just thin out and evaporate itself, depending on how much magma is down here. If there's a lot, then we'll pump it. If not, we'll let it evaporate. Okay, so now we can grab that. That's safe. That's safe. That's safe. That one is at least safe. That one's safe. Those ones. What I mean by safe is I can tell that if I pull those rocks out, it's not going to open up anything that I don't know about. Basically, this is it turns into an old school game of what is it called? The mine game. Potter has revealed the presence of the Rata Vising to the human swordsman Umsi Beshrospin. Let's see if Umsi accidentally gets themselves killed. Now that that information is known, you shouldn't have asked questions if you didn't want the answer, and I don't think you really want the answer. Okay, there was nothing. There's nothing there. Well, that one looks a little. I'm wondering if there's. See how this one is a little darker and that one's a little lighter? We can. I'm thinking that's a gap. Gaps hold items. So what we can do is just to validate that because it's so minor, the color difference. But this will tell us right away visually. Yeah, dark, light, dark. So there's treasure there. There may be a gap in the rock with a beast. Could be. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to maybe carve out right there. Okay, this is just more water deeper down into the next level of the magma tube. So the magma tube is this big long tube that goes many floors down. And so it looks like there's some water down lower. Okay, we have some mud. I was like, is that blood? We haven't even cracked open any of the bad things yet. Minesweeper. Okay, I had to check what it was called. I haven't played Minesweeper in forever, so. But basically, this is a game of Minesweeper. We know there's a mine there. We know there's a mine there. So we're just digging out around it. We don't know. There might be a mine under one of these stairs here. We don't really know. There's not one there. We can tell by this is just wet and not hot, but maybe once that dries out, we'll see if it becomes hot. I'm pretty sure it will be. Pretty sure that one's safe. That one's questionable. Okay, so here magma is next to water and showing the magma. So that is true. Where we can pull those all out. There might be more, I guess there's more, could be more water behind them, but these are showing hot. So either there's magma below or there's magma right there. This could be water. Okay, so we did find a nasty, okay, so they did kill our miner. We are going to erase this. We are going to grab y'all. I'm gonna come after Matt Zhang Bannock, Serpent Devil. That was unfortunate. I should have checked. That's an empty hole just like that one. The cost has been found dead. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna forbid the cost for right now. Don't really want anybody and coming down. You know, I did not do this safely. You know how unsafely I did it? I'm gonna have to go. But we're just checking to see who's possibly in trouble. So that beast is coming up. I want to see if anybody is going down. I mean, Okay, so headed up. You're all not safe. I'll leave this one open for right now, just so we can see if that... You're running upward. That was it's a bad call, Ripley. It's a bad call. Bad call. People died. Yep. Okay. Direction are you going? You're going down for something. Wow, I just did not put... I didn't even put doors. There's not a single door between... Where are you now? There you is. There you are. Let's learn about you a little bit. Let's see what you're like. Very large, hairy serpent. It has a pair of spindly antennae and it undulates rhythmically. Its white hair is unkempt. Beware its deadly blood. Jump text. He has an astonishing knack for music. He's never the slightest bit cheerful about anything. He never feels discouraged. He has an incredibly calm demeanor. He's impervious to effects of stress. He's avaricious. He is as avaricious as they come, obsessed with acquiring wealth. He's a dyed-in-the-wool quarreler, never missed a chance to lash out in verbal hostility. He disdains even the best advice of associates and family, relying strictly on his own counsel. He does not feel the slightest need to reciprocate favors that others do for him, no matter how major the help or how much he needed it. He's absorbed in delusions of self-importance. He's deliberately cruel to those unfortunate enough to be subject to his sadism. He's shameless, absolutely unfazed by thoughts of others. He is never moved by the emotions of others. He feels helping others as an imposition on his time. He sees others as selfish and conniving. He is assertive to the point of aggression, unwilling to let others get a word in edgewise when he has something to say. He's rarely jealous. He finds a chaotic mess preferable to the boredom of harmonious living. He often feels lustful. He is curious and eager to learn. He likes to take it easy. He doesn't often experience strong cravings or urges. He isn't given to flights of fancy. He has a sense of duty. He tries to do things correctly each time. He doesn't mind being outdoors at least for a time. He doesn't really care about anything anymore. And he's covered in water. Accomplished fighter. Righty. So let's confirm that. And let's go put a camera on you and see what happens. Because I have a feeling he's just running up those stairs. I have a feeling you're going to kill everybody that you come across. Ale. That's the elf that does all the work. Ale is always doing stuff. Elf poet has been found dead. What would you like me to make for you while we're watching this tragedy play out? 2 steel high boots. Well, at least our serpent. Oh, okay, here's our military. And there's somebody else coming up from below. Got murdered. Animal trainer. Take a look at one of these. The servant devil bites the elf poet in the left foot, tearing apart the muscle through the troll for sock. An artery has been opened by the attack and a motor nerve has been severed. So he couldn't run away. The elf poet falls over. Of course they did. Poet loses hold of the cave spider silk glove. The elf poet loses hold of... So they're dropping everything on the ground. Serpent devil bites the elf poet in the right lower arm and the severed part sails off in an arc. Fate Mercata, elf poet. Gruesome wounds. This does not scare me. It should. It really should. The serpent devil bites the elf poet in the lower front teeth, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The serpent devil bites the elf poet in the left upper arm, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone through the alpaca wool dress. A sensory nerve has been severed and a tendon has been torn. The serpent devil latches on firmly. Serpent devil shakes the elf poet around by the left upper arm and the left shoulder collapses. Well, this goes on and on and on. Takes a while. Unable to break the grip. And elf poet has been found dead. And also, the animal trainer has been found dead. Okay, so this is also bad. We have some goo. Just trying to see if this goo is on anybody. Looks like the dwarven baths is working pretty good. Everybody's covered in water. Alrighty, let's go ahead. What are we on? We are on elevation 16. Say. Okay, so we want to go back down here. We can unlock you. Let's look at Kozoth. Blocked. Sword in the wound. Deflected. Okay. How about Olan? Blocked. Blocked. Deflected. Okay. The military did not get hurt. That's what we look forward to here. So maybe we will prepare a little bit better before we do that. So let's come back up here to 16. unfortunate that they're trekking goo. Yeah, let's clean up the goo. So it's possible that that goo on the floor is going to be really problematic. We want to carve. Never remember that one. It's from the stoneworker. Grave memorial. There's fail. Onal. Clear up this list. Bunch of old stuff in here. Dacost. But I think it's Ono. Somebody had already grabbed the body. The tragedy of having a big stairwell like this, and why you want to put some wrist Kithan Logam's corpse. Yep, we have enough memorial stones. Oh, I got locked. All junk. Oh, that's the garbage. Yep. have a sad scene today in PickWrung. 3 dwarves, well, 2 dwarves and an elf laid down their lives. We didn't get any of our goal out of that, so the loss was exceptionally high. Didn't balance any gain. So we'll go ahead and up here we'll build out some more see when those get done. Fails. King ordered some stuff. More boots, as usual. Okay, so we have our tombstone set out. We have our 3 deceased. The thief has stolen for the love and evaporation. Copy. Somebody wandered off the map with a book. So Olin, the bookkeeper, implicated Tobel. Okay, that one is from the year 55. Everybody saw that Olin walked it right to the edge of the map, dropped it off. So I think with that sad ending, I'm going to end episode 19. Thank you for coming along, and we will see what happens in episode 20. I'll try and open up some more, see if we can fix that error in our building for that stairwell. We need to put some doors in there, make it a little safer so we don't end up in a situation like that again. All right. Thank you.